She is Labour through and through, not some Johnny-come-lately, not somebody who regards politics as intellectual exercise. She is passionate, gritty and determined. She understands more than anybody else the traditional Labour message that together we are all stronger than we are alone.
My name is Caroline Flint. I'm the Member of Parliament for Don Valley and I'm Public Health Minister. And I know that there are many members of the Labour Party who've come from across the country this morning to share this moment. We have parliamentary colleagues and we've also got, I'm really pleased to see John Hannett, who's the General Secretary of Usdaw, with us this morning as well. And of course a great turnout from the Salford Labour Party too. And we There's one person who's been a dynamo for the Labour Party for the past 20 years. She's fought for her city, for its people, and for the things she believes in. She's got the energy, the enthusiasm, and the ideas that we'll need to win that fourth term. I have a feeling she's got something important to tell us this morning. My friend, our friend, here's Hazel Blears.
Thank you, Caroline, and thank you so much, all of you, for coming this morning to Langworthy and to this fantastic community centre. Just 10 years ago, when I was elected as Salford's MP, this area was really in trouble. And I decided there and then that something had to happen. I brought Jack Straw here, who was then the Home Secretary. We walked round the area. We got £25 million to begin the transformation and regeneration of Langworthy. 5 years ago, we opened this wonderful community centre, and now we have new homes being built. We have new hope for young people. And just last year, we won the national Britain in Bloom competition. I know it's hard to believe in Langworthy on a grey Saturday rainy morning, but that's exactly what we did. And this is a stunning example of the kind of regeneration taking place with a Labour Council and a Labour government. And just imagine what goes on here with Sure Start, the families, the young people, all getting a real start in life that they would not have got without a Labour government. And later on, despite the weather, we're going to be out there on the doorstep winning support for Labour Council candidates so that we can carry on with all that good work that we've been doing over the last 10 years. Now, we're here this morning to have a conversation really about what we want from our Labour government, about what the challenges are ahead of us, and also what the opportunities are. But before we start that conversation, there is something I want to share with you, and it was important to me that I shared it with you first. Ever since the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister announced that they would leave their posts at some time before the autumn, people from across the party and trade unions have been asking if I will stand for the deputy leadership of the Labour Party. And I've been thinking really hard about it, about what's best for our party, the kind of challenges we're going to face in the next election, and I've been discussing it with friends and with my family. And today, I am announcing my decision. I believe that I can make a decisive contribution to Labour's future success. And I intend to be a candidate in the election for the deputy leadership of our Labour Party. Very important elections coming up in front of us. In Scotland, in Wales, in local councils right across England, 33 million people will be voting in our biggest electoral test before the next general election. So my campaign focus will be on these elections until May the 3rd. And just think for a moment about the alternative. Many of us in this room remember the 18 years of Tory government and what they did to our communities. Record interest rates, negative equity, 3 million people unemployed, crumbling schools, and NHS on its knees. And most of all, millions of young people without the hope of a decent future. We don't want those Tories back, do we? No. And we don't want David Cameron back in charge of our country, do we? No. And we certainly don't want his friends in charge, because they haven't changed. Ian Duncan Smith, John Redwood, William Hague, hardly the face of a modern Tory party now, is it? No. Not at all. So my advice to the Labour Party, at every level, is to join me. Fight for every Labour vote, and let's win for Labour on the 3rd of May. And when the leadership campaign starts in earnest, I will take my case to the members of the Labour Party and to trade unionists across the country, and I am confident of success. So, let's today think about the challenges ahead, what we've done and what we've still got to do. As Caroline has said, Labour must be the party of aspiration and success. We are the party for people who want to get on, they want to do well for themselves, for their communities, and for their families. I believe that Labour can be the party of success, as well as looking after the most vulnerable people in our society. It's that combination that has given us success in 1997, 2001 and 2005, and it's that we must keep right at the heart of our movement. People want a decent education, they want good local services, they want a good job with prospects, they want to have safe streets, a better life for their children. This is the bedrock of Labour's agenda for the 4th term. In 1997, we won because we were in tune with the instincts of the British people. We articulated their ambitions, and even though many millions had never voted Labour before, and they lived in constituencies which weren't Labour heartlands, we retained their trust in 2001 and 2005. I think we have to use this leadership election and the transition to a new leadership team to showcase our party, our values and our policies to new supporters and voters that we can bring to Labour. We must come out of this contest stronger than before, and it must be our springboard to the next election and our chance to defeat the Tories. Thank you very much.